What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are on another episode of Road Day with the Cajun Ninja, and today I'm hitting up one that has been open for over 100 years. Right down here in South Louisiana, you can hit up a little place called Bourgeois Meat Market. Y'all follow me inside, man. We about to hit up some goodness. Bo, what's up, my dude?
Jason, how's it going, bud?
Man, hope you all well. I hear you got a Cajun charcuterie board here for me today.
I do. It looks really good. I hope you're hungry.
Dude, I am starving, bro. Let's go knock this thing out.
Come on.
All right, Bo, I got an amazing spread in front of me right now. But before I get to all this, man, this is a really exciting episode for me. I've known Bo for quite a while now. We've gotten to know each other through martial arts. A lot of people know me as the Cajun Ninja, but Bo in his own right is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years, been a black belt. I've been on the other side of some of these chokes and arm bars and what have you. So if you have any problems over here, which you never will, just don't make that guy angry, okay? Nah, man. So before I get into the food, tell me a little bit of the backstory of Bourgeois. Like how long it's been around, who started it, you know?
Oh, that's a long story.
Okay.
I'll try to keep it short. But back in 1891, 134 years ago, my great-grandfather by the name of Valery Jean-Baptiste Bourgeois decided to slaughter a cow in his front yard, cut it up, cut all the different cuts up and wrap them, and then he would go door to door by horse and carriage till it was all sold. So this was in the days before refrigeration, so you couldn't take any of it home and keep it.
Yeah, no preservatives whatsoever, huh?
No.
Man, that is crazy. So how long did, you said your great-grandfather? Or?
Great-grandfather,
So
yes, sir.
how long did he work for this until he maybe passed it on, retired?
I'm thinking in the early 1900s is when he built the first meat market, which is across the street from where the old meat market is now.
Yeah.
That's where he lived and grew up. And he would smoke, so when he could keep a few things. When he'd get home, grind it up and smoke it, and it would keep another day. And then eventually they had the ice house in Thibodeau, so he built them a little cooler and they'd bring ice in there. And then my grandfather, who passed away 3 years ago, Lester, he was 96 when he'd probably be close to 100 by now. But he fought in World War II in the Pacific. And when he got back in the late 40s, he took over from his dad, who was kind of getting sick. So I think he passed in the 50s. And then Lester, my grandfather, took it over after that. And as soon as he took over, that's when he built the old market where it's at now.
Wow. Man, this is such a remarkable place because of the history of family throughout the business. I mean, you're what, fourth generation?
Fourth, yeah.
Fourth generation. Like you said, it started in the 1800s. Like for any young people that might see this video, that's gonna be very far back. So it's truly remarkable. Your grandfather who passed away, how old was he when he stopped work in the?
Oh, he came to the market every day until about 2 weeks before he died.
Wow.
He still waited on customers, and he would come get towards the last few years he couldn't drive anymore, so
Yeah.
he would come get somebody to drive his Toyota Camry with a bumper hitch that he would hook the boat up to.
Dude, that's
go take him fishing.
I think we're gonna see a lot of that on a lot of these trips, these stories. Do you think yourself will be doing this at 80 or what?
I mean, I hope so. Hopefully I'm still around and I got them good genes, because yeah, he was something, man. I wish y'all could have met him.
Man, that is awesome, man. Well, look, I know you and I, we could probably talk about this forever. This is looking amazing. I think I'm ready to dive into some of this. Obviously, the thing I want to talk about first is the beef jerky. That is like such a staple with Bourgeois. Like people know you guys for the jerky. As a matter of fact, I want to say it was in some story of one of the things you should try before you die. Like made this list of 100 things you should try before you die.
That was in a Garden and Gun magazine. That's been a few years, but yeah, that was really cool.
Dude, that is impressive. Well, I'm gonna get a bite of that because this is a real special treat for me right now, because you said this just came off the smoker.
Yeah,
right?
This is an extra special treat.
Yeah, extra special
Jerky when it comes out of the smoker is different, dude.
Yeah, it's like that one diner that only has hot glaze for 1 hour a day, right? Like this is it right here, so.
if y'all come after 4 o'clock, you can ask for the hot boudin, the hot jerky.
Wow. You know what's crazy? It's like the juices pop more.
Yeah, it's more like a steak or something.
Dude, I got a sweater on because I knew I was gonna get the freeze-ons, bro. I just knew it. No, that's really good. And I know that, man. It always hits like the best jerky I've ever had, you know? All right, what do you think we should move on to next?
Man, a good cold beer goes good with beef jerky, but since we're, I guess you're working and I'm working.
Well, you know what, boy? As fate would have it, man, a beer showed up.
Look at that.
Yeah, look at that, man. A little tasty treat there. And what you got right here?
This is from our buddies over there at Bayou Terrebonne Distilleries down the bayou. It's Hogshead rum. I figured it would go good with Hogshead cheese, but I don't know.
Hogshead rum. Goodness. Okay, well, I'm gonna tap into the Hogshead. Should I go ahead and eat it with the cracker like people normally traditionally do?
That's what I would do.
Yeah, I think so. Now over here, y'all also make one called turkey cheese, man. How did that come about?
Oh, back in the 80s, my dad was real big into working out and trying to be healthy and eat healthy. And so he decided to try to make basically a Hogshead cheese with turkey.
Yeah.
So that it would be healthier. It just turns out that it was also just as good. And so I would say we sell just as much, if not more, of that than a Hogshead cheese now.
Dude, I can 100% vouch for that. The turkey cheese is incredible. And for me personally, I like to get the spicy blend. So if you've never tried the turkey cheese, get that. And if you want a little kick, get the spicy blend. I see 2 different types of boudin here, correct?
Yes, we got, well, we've always called it white boudin, red boudin, but I guess they got a bunch of names. We got boudin blanc for the white, boudin rouge for the red, blood boudin, blood sausage. Yeah, it's got a bunch of names.
All right, so what he's saying there is with boudin blanc, he's saying blanc, that's the French word for white, and rouge is the French word for red. So that's what we got right here. You know, actually, I've had this before, and are most people turned off by this, or they're excited to give it a try?
For a long time, yeah, it was hard to convince people to try it, and it was kind of dying out. But no, it's back popular now. People know about it, they've heard about it, and they're willing to try it.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. You know, because I think too, y'all are one of the only people who can make blood boudin. Is that correct?
I can't really speak to that anymore, but so in the early 70s, maybe 1972, let's say, they passed, the federal government passed the Meat Inspection Act, and it just created a lot of rules for meat markets and slaughterhouses. And so my grandpa told me that prior to that, Thibodaux had 8 or 9 meat markets, and after that, they had 3.
Wow.
Yeah. But one of the rules that they passed is you can't catch the blood, because the method of catching the blood was considered unsanitary, which I understand, because I know how they did it. But anyway, over the next 2 years, my grandpa worked with the health department and a health inspector to find an approved method of catching the blood, and ever since then, we've been making it, yeah. So I imagine for a long time, we might have been the only ones left, but.
Well, I'm gonna get a link of this, man. I'm really excited to give this a try. Do you eat the Cajun when you eat boudin?
I do, if it's cooked right.
I agree. Most of the time, I like it kind of crispy.
Yeah.
This one feels like I could probably eat it or not. It actually feels very thin, but I just
You'll
know,
find out on that first bite.
I'll give it a whirl.
I'm gonna have one too, because I like the red. It's my favorite.
You can. It popped right off. I find this one has almost like a beefier flavor to it than the pork one. But it's like the depth of flavor in it Man, it's really good. There's a real deep flavor in this boudin.
I think most people will be surprised about how similar it is to the white. But you said it right. It's just a little bit more. It's a deeper flavor, and what it is the word I'm looking for is it's just a little bit better.
Dude, you're probably right. You know, like, and I'm not trying to knock any other boudin, but it has a great flavor to it. It's a truly unique experience. I can't say I've ever had any other type of boudin when I've tried this one that compares. You know, it's so good. And I'm starving today, so I'm so glad you busted this one out. I'm gonna have to swig it down once again with a cold beer, bro. You're gonna pop that? You're gonna pop the hog rum? Goodness. All right, man, so I've got the boudin trifecta here. I'm gonna go for this traditional pork boudin. Now, maybe if you don't mind, man, walk me through the process of this. I know there's a process of making boudin. I think maybe the people would like to hear.
Well, first of all, it's really top secret. But what I can tell you is, you know, it's whole pork roast. We roast them down for hours and hours till they're falling off the bone. Then we bone it all out by hand. We add yellow onions, green onions, parsley, seasoning, all that good stuff, and mix it back together and stuff it in a casing.
It tastes top secret. Now, I know you have an online store where people can get actually the beef jerky, but can they get all the products?
Yeah, we can ship all of these products and pretty much everything. We have second day air for a lot more reasonable price than we used to. So I'm excited about it. We shipped a lot for Christmas.
What is the name of the website?
Oh, bourgeoismeatmarket.com.
Bourgeoismeatmarket.com.
Yep.
So listen, I know there's gonna be people who see this, who are not from this area, and may not even come down to South Louisiana often. I would say, if you get the opportunity to, please come, because it is quite the experience to try a lot of these things live right after they've been cooked and made. But if you can't, bourgeoismeatmarket.com is a way you can get this. For my final step here on this boudin trifecta perfect storm, we have the boudin ball, I assume, right?
Well, close, but if you notice, it's a little different shape. We call it a boudin block.
Square? Oh, boudin block.
Just because it's easier to make a block than a circle, but yeah, we had to be a little different, I guess.
No, that's a level of genius, to tell you the truth. And you know what's cool about that is that nobody else makes boudin blocks. At least, not that I know of.
You gotta try to be a little different.
I like that, man. You know, you want to stand out from people. You gotta. I would say you cut some corners, but instead you created some.
I like that.
All right. Well, this looks delicious. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a bite.
Yeah. And let me know if that's, oh yeah, that's the pepper jack.
So you got plain and pepper jack?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Nobody ever complained about a little pepper jack cheese in that boudin, you know?
Brad, they did, Brad. I don't want those kind of people in my life. You know, I don't need that kind of negativity. Dude, this is incredible.
That was one of those things we've been playing with for a long time, trying to figure out the right way to do it, and now we have the space at this new spot here to do it. And man, even just the size was a huge argument for months, if not years. I decided I needed like something maybe you could fit in your mouth if you're about to get in a wreck, but maybe like a 2-biter would be more comfortable, you know?
That's hilarious, dude. I'll be honest, though, I don't know how you surround yourself with this and stay as skinny as you do. But I guess, too, if you've ever been here and seen these guys running around, they get their steps in, that's for sure.